Finally finished the dreaded AC compressor mount. I ended up modifying the CVF bracket. I went through several iterations. This was the bracket, well, in pieces now, that you get from race car replicas, which did not fit my heads. My heads had a different bolt head size, so I had to rip it apart and I still couldn't get it to work. I started making one yesterday and then I just was struggling with that. And then I decided to take apart the CVF bracket. The way the CVF bracket is supposed to work is this part here would be upright, and then your AC compressor is mounted kind of right in front of that valve cover, and it's mounted upright. But in the GT40, you don't have enough room for that, so it has to be brought down lower. So what I did is I took their bracket, which had 3 holes mounted vertically, and I took the center hole and reused it, and then punched in 2 new holes on the back side and mounted it kind of on that little less than 45-degree angle there. And I got it to mount up like that, and then I just hung it off the side with that CVF bracket. I had to cut off this piece right here. There was a longer piece there. It was like that. I cut that off because it would have interfered with the belt. I'm not sure what that was used for anyway. And then I had to recess this here. I just used my drill press and recessed in that hex head bolt. Same deal there. I had to recess in those holes. I just used my drill press because I don't have any way to machine anything. So the CVF bracket actually ended up working really well with some modifications. If I had thought about this earlier, I would have done the whole thing that way. So right now, all I'm waiting on is a little turnbuckle, basically, a heim joint turnbuckle that will go from here to here, kind of the same way my alternator is set up. So it'll go from there to there to put the tension on the belt. So you can see that that'll lift that up to wherever I need to be, almost even perfectly straight up and down if I had to. So waiting on that little heim joint turnbuckle to put the tension on the belt. And then I've got my front end assembly finally done on the 302 347 stroker motor.